Good morning. It is Monday, January 11th, 2021. I'm back here for Bed Talk number 209. And today we're going to talk about taking responsibility, which is the opposite of the blame or victim game. And I want to be really clear. You notice I said opposite, not a variation, because I think it's important to look at that reality that taking responsibility is literal. You either take responsibility or you don't. So when something happens, here's my litmus test. If you're in any way talking about something else or someone else as the reason for this outcome, then you are not taking responsibility. Doesn't mean we ignore these things that happen us around us or the people that happen around us or the so-called unexpected or uncontrollable. They are a reality. But when they are the reason that we state that we are not achieving objectives, we're not where we want to be, whatever it is, that's the blame game. And there's a victimhood in that. And so I want you to think about, what does it mean to really take full responsibility as a person, as a friend, as a partner, and certainly as a leader? And here's the thing I want you to think about in terms of leadership, which, as you know, if you know me at all, is about everyone, not just positional leaders. There's this old saying that says something like there's no I in team. And so often people say, I don't want leaders to be saying I. Well, there's a nuance here. And it's not even a nuance. I think it's a reality. There's a place in leadership, certainly a big place for we or they, not in blaming, and just give me a moment to get to that. But there's a big place for I, because here's what I believe about leaders. And notice I'm not saying great leaders, because to me, forget about positions, but when someone engages in the behavior that I say is what leaders do, they're a leader, and we don't, they're not a leader. Or at least in that moment, they're not leading. They're not a leader in that situation. So here's the short version of it. To me, leaders are very quick to give credit for successes to others, not to luck, but to their team members, the people around them. So when you're talking about successes and the so-called credit, to me, leadership is about using the we, or maybe even the they. I got to give all the credit to the team, my team. But the flip is also true, that when it comes to failures, big or small, I believe leaders have to be quick in taking responsibility and using the I. Talk about the ways that I came up short, what I could do differently, where I failed. It doesn't mean we're letting our team or anyone around us so-called off the hook or ignoring their contribution. But leadership is that you're sort of standing out there alone. And that's the reality of it. What are you going to do out there? Are you going to continue to play the blame game and be the victim? Or are you going to give credit quickly and widely when things go well, and take quick and full responsibility when things don't go so well? Think about that. Share your comments. Always a pleasure to share with you. Keep taking care of yourself and everyone around you. By all means, stay connected.